Hello and welcome back to our introduction and guide to supported decision making. My name is Jonathan Martinis. I am the Senior Director for Law and Policy at the Burton Blatt Institute of Syracuse University. This is our final session, our wrap-up. And here I'm going to talk to you about where we truly go from here and what supported decision making truly can mean in the lives of the people we work with. Because here's the thing. Supported decision-making is not just an alternative to guardianship. Yes, it is an effective alternative to guardianship, but it's so much more than that. As we've seen, supported decision-making can fit within a person's educational context, in a person's healthcare, in a person's finances, in a person's employment. Supported decision-making is therefore a paradigm that can tie people's lives together and give them the best chance to live the most independent, most self-determined lives they can. So supported decision-making is not just one thing. It is not just something that we do at one time. It's something we all do, whether we have disabilities or not. Every single day, we all get help. And if we get into that headspace, that we all get help, and that everyone has the right to make choices, then supported decision-making can be the way that we all live our lives. But here's the thing. If we do make that commitment, if we do say that people with disabilities, who for 2,000 years have had their right to make choices taken away, if we say that those people have the right to make choices and it is on us to empower those choices, then someone's going to push back. I get it all the time. Someone's going to say to you, they're going to look you right in the eye and say, you know, when you ask us to do this, you are asking us to change the way we have always done things. And when you're asked that question, I recommend you answer it the way I do, because here's the thing. We need a unified answer to that question. We need a one voice on that issue. So when you're asked, when you're told, you know you're asking us to change the way we've always done things, here's how I recommend you answer. Yep. Yes, I am. Because that's the thing, isn't it? Every great advance that we've ever made as a people, in civil rights or otherwise, has fundamentally changed the way we've always done things. In 1774, America had always been the possession of Great Britain. We changed it. In 1864, some people had always been able to own other people. We changed it. In 1918, women could not vote. In 1989, people with disabilities were not considered people. We fundamentally changed those things, and we became a better, smarter, stronger nation because of it. So yes, we are asking people to change the way they've always done things, the same way we have always fundamentally changed things when we change them for the better. But there's something else I have to say. Is that if we do that, if we make that commitment, someone, somewhere is going to get hurt. Someone's going to make a bad choice. Someone is going to be taken advantage of by their supporter. In fact, I guarantee you that right now, as I stand here today and as you listen to this today, someone is being taken advantage of by someone they trust. Someone is being unduly influenced. Someone is making decisions not in their best interests. And when that happens, again, those people are going to challenge you. They're going to say, see, those people need guardians because they don't make decisions in their best interests. And to them, I say this. Do you make decisions in your best interest at all times? Isn't that how we learn? Because if we condition people's right to make choices on them only making choices in their best interests, then you'd better not eat ice cream or drink beer or lie in the sun. Because none of those things are in your best interest. Except they are. They what make us who we are. Even our bad choices make us who we are. They teach us. They help us make better choices. So yes, people who use supported decision-making some will be taken advantage of. But I'll tell you this, there's never been a study, ever, that said that people under guardianship don't get taken advantage of, that they are safer. Never. So if I'm given a choice between two things, one where a person may be taken advantage of, and another where a person may be taken advantage of. The one I'm going to choose every day and twice on Sunday is the one that is correlated with increased self-determination, because we already know that people who are more self-determined are in fact safer. When they have more control over their lives, they are more independent. So given the choice between those two things, I'm going to choose the one that makes people more independent. And I know that's hard. It's hard to stand aside and give people the opportunity to fall down. On your screen right now is a quote from my favorite author. He says this: change is hard. Choice is hard. But we were not promised ease. The purpose of life is not ease. The purpose of life is to choose and to act upon our choices. In that way, we are not judged by our results, not by one result, not by one decision, not by one thing. No, we are judged by our daring, our effort, and our resolve, by who we are at the end of the day, the sum total of all of our decisions. That is who we are judged on. Over the course of this session, you've probably gathered that I am from New York. I am an Italian from New York. And like most Italians from New York, my mom told me that when I die, I'm going to face St. Peter. And St. Peter's going to look at me with his book. He's going to ask me one question. He's going to say, "What did you do with what we gave you?" If I can answer that question, I chose. That I respected people's rights to make choices, that I protected people's rights to make choices, that I empowered people to make choices. I feel pretty good about that, because if we do that, if we make a commitment to empower people to make their own choices, then people like me can stop talking about people's rights. And we can start talking about people's choices, the ones they make every day, the silly choices, the significant choices, where people with disabilities can ask the questions that we ask every day. What do I want to do today? Who do I want to be with? Where do I want to go? How do I want to order my life from this day forward? Because after 2,000 years, they will finally have the right to make those choices. And when that day comes, the rights that are important to you, the ones that you hold the most dear, whatever they are, they will be, at long last, equal rights. My name is Jonathan Martinis. It has been my honor to be here. Thank you so much.